let's assume Deshaun is suspended for the entire 2022 NFL season. That'd be 2 years out of football for Deshaun. Right? Like people, I don't think we understand how long 2 years is. Didn't play this past season yet. Working out is not the same. It's just not the same. You know, you say go do. You know, if you have a job in the office still, which is probably pretty rare, your job in the office versus doing some work at home, a little bit different, right? A little bit of a different temperature in the room. Same thing, right? We can practice all we want for sports. Nothing's like the game. That's a long time. 2 years out of the game. And I quite frankly, I'm going to be honest, I don't think he's going to recover from it. I don't. And the Browns now have signed, I think it's pretty easily the worst contract in sports history. Like I truly believe that, and I think that'll continue to play out. Maybe not quite yet, but I think it will play out to be the worst contract in all of sports history. Maybe that'll end up being, miss number one in, an episode in a year or two, right? Who knows? Maybe that ends up being a miss. That's my opinion. That's going to be the worst contract ever. And I want to preface this by saying I think Deshaun Watson is better than the person I'm going to discuss. You probably see the banner, Colin Kaepernick. I think he is better than Kaepernick. We're talking both their peaks, right? Deshaun, I would say before he, obviously took time off, he's at his peak. He's in his physical prime. He's been in the league a couple years. He's at his prime. Whenever Kaepernick, his, prime that we're going to talk about, when he went to the Super Bowl, when he had a couple good years with the 49ers, was their guy that they were going to roll with. But, some stats are interesting. Right, so Cap has a worse completion percentage, worse yards per game, less touchdowns. Right, some basic things. He's not as pretty of a thrower, so I would expect that. But on the flip side, been to a Super Bowl, competed in the Super Bowl. It wasn't a blowout. Competed, was close to winning a Super Bowl. Has better playoff numbers, has better rushing stats, has less interceptions. So again, to clarify, I think Deshaun is better, and I'd take him any day over Kaepernick. But it's an interesting point, right? 2 years out of the league, like Kaepernick, 2 years out of the league, or more years. I don't know when he tried to make his comeback, probably right away. But 2 years out of the league before he got a legitimate shot to get a tryout, come back. Right? How'd it go? I'm just saying. Hell, he even had a workout with I think the Raiders this past 2 months ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't hear much about that, right? You heard, he's got a tryout. We didn't even see footage from the tryout.
And then
we didn't even hear a report from the tryout. Everyone's like, did it go well? How's it going for Cap? You know what I mean? And Kaepernick did something, first of all, wasn't even illegal. Deshaun's is illegal. Kaepernick, it might have rubbed you the wrong way, but, it's nothing close to 66...
misconduct cases.
Well, not cases, but possible cases. 24 that actually filed them.
Right.
66 proven massages that are, let's use the word sketchy. Right, I'm just saying, I don't think Cap was even close to Deshaun's skill level, but realistically, let's say at their peaks, right, when Cap went to a Super Bowl, Deshaun was getting to the playoffs almost every year, right, with, a good roster, not great. So let's say, to set the scale, 1 to 10, Brady's a 10. 1 is you're a backup. 2 is you're a super, super low-end starter. 3 is you're still a low-end starter, maybe a bridge guy, and you have some flashes, right? You show a little bit of, not too bad. Right, like I think maybe the next step up would be like a 4, like a Jalen Hurts, right? Who we're like, maybe, right? Maybe. Yeah. I'd say 3 is more like a Carson Wentz, right? Where we don't really trust him. But every now and then he'll show flashes. He's got a sweet arm, right? Cap showed flash. Like I said, got him to a Super Bowl. Pretty good at running the football. Was a little bit dynamic, right?
He had pretty good deep ball, too.
Yeah, not bad. So I'd say on that scale, I'm going to put Deshaun at a 6. Been to the playoffs a bunch with, like I said, probably a subpar overall roster.
Yeah.
Was pretty consistent. Really good deep ball, extended some plays, was able to run around, can throw on the run. Fairly durable, had some injury issues in college, but in the NFL has been fairly durable. Again, hasn't really been to a Super Bowl, hasn't taken that next step, so we'll go with, I think a 6 is fair if Brady's a 10. You could probably argue me into a 5, but we'll go 6. I'd say Cap was like a 3. I'd say Cap was about a 3 out of 10. Right? Is Deshaun that much better that he can take 2 years out of the game? Right? Is the gap from a 3 to a 6 that much of a leap that he can take 2 years out of the game and just expect to be that guy when he returns? I doubt it. I really do. How we get rusty from our, we go on vacation for 2 weeks, leaving our, boring normal jobs, and we're rusty, right? We're coming back, we're like, that Monday morning, you're back, I got to shake off the cobwebs, you're rusty for a day or two. We don't play NFL football, people. We're accountants and bankers, and I don't know. For some reason, I'm only thinking of business. It were doctors, lawyers, whatever.
Even here on the podcast. I mean, just going to say it. You took the week off last week. You were on vacation. We had a little bit of downtime. Came back. Felt like I couldn't even intro a show when we started today.
Feels a little bit weird. You know what I mean?
So, we're back. We're doing it, though. Bumped the rust off. But 2 years out of football.
Things get rusty, right? And the Browns just guaranteed him $230 million. For what, the next 5 years? One of which he won't play. Who knows about the rest of it? Right, so do I think he's calling Kaepernick? Probably not. Do I think the gap is so large that you can just take 2 years off of playing professional football, deal with all this off-the-field drama, issues, etc., and just come back the same guy, the same level of productivity, the same level of leader that you need? Right? The Browns just had a guy who's talented, not Deshaun talented, but Baker. Baker's a number one pick. Good arm, accurate, not mobile, but can move a little bit. Right, it's got some gamer to him, a little bit of Taylor Heineke, dare I say? Now, granted, he's better than Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
But, a little bit of a,
the edgy
game,
chippiness.
Right? Hill game, for sure. The issue wasn't his on-the-field play. Could it have been better? Yes. It was the off-the-field stuff, right? It was the issues behind the scenes. Brady's never been the most talented quarterback in the league. No. Here's the thing. I don't think you ever had to worry about him off the field.
Not once.
Deflated a football. Ooh, no. You want to know why? Because it was to get a competitive advantage. He didn't call out the medical staff or something like that. He didn't have 66 sketchy massages. Probably more. Didn't have 24 civil cases that are still going on right now, right? He was the most dedicated guy off the field. It's the off-the-field stuff I worry about. $230 million. I don't think he's Kaepernick. I don't think he's coming back, though. Well, I don't think he's coming back the same guy.
Not coming back soon, either.
So, little